myself and council to the dedication of Maureen's Little Free Library. Maureen was kind of very special to me as the mayor's aide, and I just, every time I think of this, I really kind of get a little bit choked up about the situation, because every time I had a problem, she's the person I turned to. Her and Debbie were like right hand. So with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Brenda to let her explain what the Little Free Library is all about. Brenda?
Hi everyone, I'm Brenda from Maureen's family. Thank you for coming out. Some of you know me. The rest of you I think know me, sorry. I wanted to explain what a free little library is. It is a take a book, leave a book honor system. It's been around since 2012, and it's usually in rural areas where people can't get to the library or can't get books. We decided, this is something that I've wanted to get here for years. We're not open 24/7, but now the community can come get books whenever they want. It's a take a book, return a book, free book exchange. That's the title. You can bring a book to share, or people share their favorite books with their community. And what I did was, I have children's books in here, but I also have Maureen's favorite authors. Stuart Woods, Patterson, Scott Alini. They were her favorites, so that's what she's going to share with the community. They're also called mini town squares. They don't require library cards, late fines, don't insist the patrons whisper or stay quiet, and don't remind if you turn the book. Little Free Library is a registered nonprofit organization that inspires the love of reading books, builds communities, and sparks creativity by fostering book exchange around the world. I said it was established in 2012. Lindenwood Library will be a steward for the Maureen's Free Little Library. That means we will maintain it and we will keep it stocked with books. In each book that is in the library, or in the Free Little Library, there's a stamp in here. Each book is stamped. And it's the Little Library logo, and on the bottom it's Maureen's Free Little Library. So this is a little bit about the library and what it is. There's over 50,000 registered. We will be on freelittleLibrary.org. It's kind of like a Google map, and if you put the zip code in, the closest one from here is Cherry Hill. It will bring up Maureen's Free Little Library. I am registering it Monday, because they like you to put a picture with it, and it'll explain why the library's here. So I'll be able to actually put on there why the library's here. So, thank you all for coming.
Awesome. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dawn Thompson with the prom.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the mayor said, I'm Dawn Thompson. But anyway, I just want to welcome the family. We really appreciate you being here today, and we just want to also welcome all of Maureen's family, extended family, friends, and all the employees that were able to make it today. April is National Poetry Month. In honor of the largest literary celebration in the world and this special occasion today, I'm going to read a poem entitled Good Books by Edgar Guest. Good books are friendly things to own. If you are busy, they will wait. They will not call you on the phone or wake you if the hour is late. They stand together row by row upon the low shelf or the high. But if you're lonesome, this you know, you have a friend or two nearby. The fellowship of books is real. They're never noisy when you're still. They won't disturb you at your meal. They'll comfort you when you are ill. The lonesome hours they'll always share. When slighted, they will not complain. And though for them you've ceased to care, your constant friends, they'll still remain. Good books your faults will never see or tell about them round the town. If you would have their company, you merely have to take them down. They'll help you pass the time away. They'll give you counsel if that you need. He has true friends for night and day. Who has a few good books to read? Maureen was such an avid reader and spent a lot of time getting books from this library. So we just thought that it was so appropriate to be able to do this and to dedicate this free little library to her. And because of that, I just wanted to read a poem as it relates to books, because that's what Maureen enjoyed. So thank you again for coming, and I'm going to turn it back over to the mayor.
she's the administrator. I'm just. All right. At this time, I have some remarks from Maureen's family. Andrew.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and being a part of this. This is a huge honor for our family and for my mom. She never liked to be the center of attention for anything. She would hate this right now. She would like, take it down, no. Never wanted surprise parties, anything like that. She was very low key. But there were many things she was very passionate about in life. That was her family, her grandkids. But one of her main passions was reading. I remember from when I was a little kid, very young, little, I remember this place, coming here. She would get bags, brown paper bags full of books to read, and she would bring them back the next week. She would read a book a day, pretty much. She would come home, she would do the things for the family, and she would read. She loved to read. That was her passion. And I have so many memories of this library itself, doing the sidewalk chalk art and the competitions and all of those things. Grabbing the books and throwing them in the return myself and just loving that. And she really loved books, and she loved everybody that's here. I haven't met everybody that she's worked with, but she talked about everybody all the time. That was the other thing that she loved. She loved her friends, the people she worked with. She talked about everybody all the time in such high regard. But that's why this is so special. This place is very special to us. And I don't know if most remember Doris too. Doris was she was like a second mom too. We would see her all the time. Mom would send us here to get books, and she taught us a lot. And it just really, really means a lot to us, to the family, and we really appreciate it, and we're honored too as well. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Next, proclamation from Councilwoman Charles.
Well, first of all, we'd like to welcome Maureen's family, and so glad we have an opportunity to honor Maureen in this way today. Before I read the proclamation, I just want to tell a story. Maureen, when I first came to the borough, we had this conversation. She would also set up our telephones for the council people. And when I found out that she liked reading, we started talking about books, and we talked for like a half an hour about the smell of books and turning the pages and flipping the pages back and highlighting and underlining, and how you can't do that when you read something online. So I always remember that conversation, because that's how I feel about books also. So this proclamation is in honor of Maureen, and it says, whereas Maureen Keita, a valued employee of the Borough of Lindenwold, and whereas Maureen Keita served as a confidential aide to the mayor for 21 years, and whereas in 2010, Maureen Keita was appointed Deputy Municipal Registrar, and whereas Maureen was active in the Lindenwold Board of Health, including sanitary licensing, rabies clinics, and updating the Lindenwold Code Book, and whereas Maureen Keita was an avid reader and a member of the Lindenwold Library, and whereas the Little Free Library is named in Maureen's memory to continue Maureen's passion for reading for the community of Lindenwold. Therefore, let it be resolved by the Mayor and the Borough Council of the Borough of Lindenwold that today, April 28, 2017, will now be known as Maureen Keita's Little Free Library Day. So, every April 28th, this is Maureen's Day. So I thank you for sharing her with us. Thank you. And also, please feel free. My daughter will be coming around, and Brenda so graciously made up bookmarks in honor of Maureen, and so please take one as Jayla comes around.
All right, at this time, we're going to unveil our Little Free Library. Carol? Joe?
I'm doing it. I wouldn't have worn heels, haven't I?
Everyone ready? in closing, first off, I'd like to thank everyone who made a donation towards this and towards afterwards. This was an endeavor that I guess was very well received by everyone, and I am proud to have known her. Proud to pick up the phone and say, Maureen, my phone's not working.
I need the Galaxy S7.
Yeah, can you change my phone? No, I know there was a couple of times she wanted to yell, but she always took care of whatever I needed and whatever the rest of council needed. She was incredible. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody who made this possible was thanked. So please, thank you very much. And at this time, I'd like to invite everybody to the Lindenwold Fire Hall right down the street here, #1 Fire Hall, for a gathering, food and beverages, and come eat and enjoy. I'm sorry.
The mayor thanked everyone, and I just want to thank all the employees again and everyone who contributed to the free library and also to the reception. But I also want to give a special thank you to Brenda Roach, Brenda, for everything that she did to get this together. She worked very hard to make sure that this day was going to be perfect. From making sure that the butterfly garden was taken care of, the painting of the tires, everything. And Little Richie. But I do want to just thank Brenda for all the hard work she did. And again, just to thank all the employees and everybody who contributed to make this such a special occasion today for Maureen.
You're here.
But Brenda can make more, and if somebody wants someone, they can stop by the library.
Okay. We ran out of bookmarks, but if someone wants a bookmark, Brenda is more than happy to print some more so that you can get a bookmark if you'd like to have it. All right? So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, everyone.